Hey everybody, this is Crystal Wiley. I am a double gold consultant here with Archer and Evolution Travel, and today we are going to be focusing on you. We are going to pull out all the dirty, ugly things. We are going to share our deepest, darkest fears. We are going to talk about some of the things that maybe we're afraid to talk about in other places. And in those dark places, that's where we find success, right? If we don't talk about those things, we can't work through them. So you guys, again, I do have the chat box open. This is going to be interactive. It is recorded. That way you guys can come back and visit these things later on. So again, focus on you. So the very first thing is fuel, right? Fuel is your reason why. What is your reason why? You guys put it in the chat box right now. What is your reason why? Why is it important for you to succeed? Okay, family time, financial freedom. I want to travel the world and learn about everything. Family, survival, my future, business, financial freedom is our future. You guys, I put here, there's a picture of my family. You know, I will tell you guys over and over again, I have told my story. For those of you that were at convention, you guys heard my gold speech. My reason why isn't very special. It's not some big glamorous story. But you guys, my reason why is because I wanted to raise my children. I wanted to be the one taking them to school, picking them up from school, making them dinner, potty training my daughter. I wanted to be that person. And when I got hurt on the ambulance a year and a half ago, when I hurt my back, I was devastated. I was distraught. I didn't know what I was going to do. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. And I went to this presentation just like everyone else, and I wasn't at all what I was expecting. I'm sure most of you feel that way. The presentation wasn't exactly what you expected, but what it told me was that I could finally have everything that I wanted. I finally had a way to stay home. I finally had a way to work from home. I could raise my kids. I could find a way for financial freedom and to travel. You guys have to remember your why. If you forget your why, then it's over. Options. You guys have options. You guys have options in this business. Now, you guys all, obviously, we all started this business to be travel agents. But there is more to this business than just booking travel. We are breeding leaders. David McCovey, why do you think that he has the Founders Council? He has the Founders Council. So in the days far, far from now, when he is no longer able to run this business, he has created leaders who can run the business for him. And in turn, that is what we are doing. That's a trickle down, right? We are creating leaders. Now, some of you may say, Krista, I'm not a leader. I'm somebody that sits in the back. I'm somebody that just watches. I'm somebody that, you know, I just like to watch. I don't like to ask questions. I don't like to be seen. I don't like any of those things. But you guys, we all have leadership in us. And you have to pull that out of yourself, because when you do, you will find that success. But don't do it for anybody but for yourself. I got my gold and my double gold because that's what I wanted for me. I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to help other people succeed. I wanted to help other people fulfill their why. I want to help people, right? Mentorship. Okay. The carry-ons, right? The ones who say you can't and you won't are probably the ones scared that you will. Now, in the chat box, I'm sure somebody at least once since they've started this business, or when they told them they were going to be a travel agent, or when they told them they were joining this company, somebody told them they would not succeed. They couldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. Who was that person for you? Put it in the chat box. Kendra said me. Absolutely. We are our worst enemy, right? You doubt yourself. And that's honestly the hardest one to come over. Right? Lack of support. Ed said my domestic partner. That's awesome, Nico. Right? I didn't have anybody that told me I couldn't either. Right? I didn't have anybody tell me no. I didn't have anybody tell me I couldn't. But there are people out there, and people will listen. Karen, I know. You and I have talked about it. I know it is. You guys have to move beyond thinking you can't. You have to change your mindset. That's awesome, you guys. A lot of you are saying your family supports you 100%, and that's awesome. But every once in a while, there is somebody that will tell you that you can't. And I'm not just talking about the travel business, but just in general, people tell you you can't. You have to move on from that. You have to prove to them. I mean, look at Courtney. Courtney, for years, was told she would never become anything. She was going to amount to nothing. Where is she now? She's at the top, right? And Diana, that's understandable. Diana said most so, but my mother still doesn't understand what it is I do exactly. And that's okay. You know, you can explain it to them. You know, you can explain to them, you know, like I'm a travel agent, this, that, and the other. You can tell that I'm building, you know, I'm building a legacy. People say, oh, nobody needs a travel agent. Nobody needs that anymore. Nobody uses those anymore. Oh, you won't be successful. Oh, you can't own your own business. Oh, you won't make any money doing that. Oh, it's an MLM. Oh, it's a scam. Oh, it's a pyramid. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. And you guys just can't listen to that. And so I'm glad to see that a lot of you don't have that problem, but there are people out there that do. And you have to move beyond that. You is upgrade. You have to raise your standards in order to improve. Raise your standard and the universe will meet you there. Right? If you tell yourself, I'm going to make $200 this month, you'll probably make $200 this month. But what if you tell yourself, I'm going to make $1,000 this month? What if you tell yourself, I'm going to hit gold? Christina and I had that conversation a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to make gold by the end of the month. And as you all saw earlier, what did she do? She did it because she raised her standard to achieve what she wanted. You have to dig deep inside of you and decide what it is that you want. And then go for it. And don't let anybody else in the world change that. Karen, I get it. Karen said, it's very hard to get past a lifetime of negative voices. You guys, I understand that. I understand how hard it is to get past that negativity. But at some point, Karen, when are you going to take back your life? When are you going to take back your life? When is it going to be your life, Karen? It isn't at the end of the days. It isn't my life, Karen. It's your life. Let me go through this. There's something. This was exactly what I was thinking about today. Thank you for the reminder. It's how to get clients. What if it fail? Christina, Charles Lee asked what we want in the bank. At first, I thought just enough to get by. Charles asked, why are you limiting yourself when everything is possible? I had no intentions of team building, and it came to me because I listened to that and put it in action. You guys, anybody that has ever had a conversation with me one-on-one, the one thing I'm not afraid of doing is hurting your feelings. I won't. I will never be somebody that will tell you what you want to hear. Rather, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Charity and her mom know. I had a heartfelt conversation with them at convention. I don't need to go into what it was about. But they asked me, and I told them exactly what I thought. And exactly what I thought, or exactly what I thought and what I thought needed to happen. Think about it. Raise your standard and the universe will meet you there. The thought gives me chills, literally chills. It is your life. Stalemate. We've all been there, right? It's stalemate is a couple of things. One, it's when you start doing nothing because a few things didn't work, right? Well, that didn't work, so this isn't going to work. Or this isn't going to work. I tried a couple of things, they didn't work, so I might as well quit. Or the other side of a stalemate is your mind is going so fast and thinking about so many things that you can't put one thought together. So you do nothing. What is look at this screen. What is a word that stands out to you? Clarity. Okay. Clarity, will, important, time, clarity. Okay. You have to, just because something doesn't work, that doesn't mean that you quit. Krista, I can't find any clients. Okay, well, what have you done today to find a client? What have you done this week to get clients? Do not come to me and say, I can't find any clients. And when I ask you, I can't find any clients, or you say, I can't find any clients, Krista, nobody's booking with me. And I ask you, what have you done? You're like, well, I did a mock booking 3 weeks ago. Okay, well, what else did you do? What else have you done? Well, I didn't do anything because that didn't work. On the other side, when you guys are starting to team build and you guys are trying to build that team, right? Well, I posted here and I posted there and I'm not getting anybody in. I keep sending people to meetings and nobody is signing up. So I just stopped. Well, you're not going to get anywhere if you just stop. Most of you know I'm on my platinum run. That's what we call our platinum run when you're headed. It's kind of like your gold run, right? I'm on my platinum run. You guys, I will tell you that I am no closer to my platinum today than I was the day we left convention. I am not one step closer. Am I going to quit? No. I'm not going to quit because I have my eye on the prize. I have my eye on where I want to succeed. Now, you guys have all heard the story from Charles about the fact that they made it all the way up to platinum and they lost their entire team. Did they stop because one thing stopped working? No, it fueled. Remember the fuel, their why is what made them get past their stalemate. Their why is why they are succeeding because they didn't allow anything to get in their way. Ocean view. Now, when you guys sit on the beach, I'm going to take a look at this. You guys sit on the beach. And what happens when you sit on the beach? Imagine you were sitting on a chair at the beach, looking at this and you're all alone. What are you thinking about? Breezes, life, relaxing. I feel at peace and open to all that the universe will bring to me. Beauty. The point of this slide is to show you the endless opportunity. The ocean goes on for miles and miles and miles. Why can't your dreams? You have a first-hand seat to your dreams. You are the one to make it happen. Nobody else. Yes, you get deep in thought about how wonderful it is to be alive. But there's endless possibilities, right? There's no distractions. There's nothing in your sight. Okay. Remember that you have the ability to obtain your dreams. Now, niche. Okay. This is a fun one for me. Everybody put in the chat box what your niche is. Everybody knows what a niche is, right? Like the niche, it's like what you're passionate about, what, when it comes to travel, like what do you want to focus your travel on? What's your niche? What is the one thing you know the most about when it comes to the travel business? Cruising. Anybody else? All-inclusives and destination weddings, all-inclusive adult resorts, networking people together. I want it to be cultural travel, ecotourism, and I can never say this, Christina, LGBTQIA+. I always like stumble over the last LGBTQ. Let's see, weddings, Disney vacations and cruises, family travel. I always tend to go for beach locations, still seeing what else. Religious travel, tongue twister, yes, for sure. Cruising, planning fun events for people, groups, and religious, whatever my clients want me to be. Okay, John, that's cool. Like, I'm waiting for somebody to say that. Obviously, right? Like, what, you know, I'll sell whatever they want me to sell them. I don't care. Wherever they want me to go, I'll be there. You know? Now, you guys, in the chat box, what is my niche? Put it in the chat box. Everybody should know what my niche is. Cruises. Absolutely. Every single one of you cruises. And why do you guys know that? You guys know that because everything that pours out of me is about cruises. I teach classes on cruises. I talk about my cruises. I have the most ins and outs and weird things about cruises. I talk about cruises. Cruises is my thing. If you asked any one of my friends outside of the travel business, what does Krista love doing most? Cruising. Where does Krista want to live? On a cruise ship. Everything bleeds cruises for me. Now, obviously, I will sell anything my clients want to do. You know, anybody you want to go. I didn't know the first thing about all-inclusive resorts until I started doing this. Not a thing. Never been to one, never thought about going to one, never booked one, never nothing. But I now do them because obviously that's what my clients want. But pick something. Pick something and make it yours. Karen said, I like cruising, but on land. That's a different kind of cruising. I like to get lost in the ocean where I can't see any land. But focus on something and make it your own. And then you guys will learn, you guys learn so much about it, then you guys are going to start teaching about it. Okay? Find your niche. That's going to help your business. Okay, find something. John, I think I saw 128-day cruise. There's world cruises. You guys, you can literally go to 32 countries and spend over half a year on a cruise. Sign me up. I'd probably gain 50 pounds, but sign me up. I might start using the gym on a cruise ship if I was on it for that long. Right? You can be a theme park. You can do theme parks. You can do cruises. You can do all inclusives. You know, start doing destination weddings and wedding coordination. You know, we have travel agents that have hooked up with colleges and they do tours. John, you call it niche, I'll call it niche. Tomato, tomato. Anyways, the knocked me off my dang train. Anyways, we have an agent who literally got hooked up with the university and she travels with a group of girls from the university. She's like their chaperone, but that's kind of one of her things. Find something and dive into it. Yield. Now this one's a little hard. When you guys think of yield, you think of, you know, it's what are you producing? Oops, I went too far. What are you producing? If you're going to do a mock booking, for instance, make sure that you are producing the best mock booking. If you guys are going to do business cards, make sure that they are the best business cards. Put thought and effort into your business. Because if your advertisements look nice, if your business cards look nice, if you're going to do a trade show, make sure that you show up looking nice. That's easily done, Maria. We can absolutely help with that. But part of how you present yourself helps your production. If a man walked into a building selling you a vacuum, just going to throw this out there, but if a man showed up to your house selling a vacuum one man was wearing a suit and one looked disheveled and dirty and smelled, who would you buy the vacuum from? Absolutely. Kimberly said, will you look at my Facebook page and give me advice? It comes down to everything about your business. You guys really have to change your mindset, because I think the problem is that a lot of people come in here and they don't take themselves seriously. So it's hard for others to take themselves seriously. I'm not saying necessarily you guys, but I think they're teetering on like business, not business. Throw yourself in there. Be professional. Talk about your business. Be your business. Don't be a secret agent. Make sure your Facebook looks professional. Make sure if you're going on video, obviously, if you're on vacation and you guys are doing you're going live on the beaches or the whatever, like you're in your bathing suit, like that's fine, right? But, if you're going to do a presentation, make sure that, you're not disheveled, you're not this, if you're doing a trade show, make sure you look nice and your presentation is going to look nice, because that's going to show what you will produce as a travel agent. Christina said, so this one is hard for me. I have been in a hurry to get to gold because of financial reasons. I do communicate with my team members every day, Zooms, phone calls, and try not to let anyone go without talking to me for more than 2 days. I do, however, worry that I am not able to give everyone the time they really need. And that's honestly, Christina, that's why we have chats, we have groups, we have these different things, because you don't only have your sponsor, right, Christina, they have you, but they also have me, and they also have Destiny, and they also have other people within our team to help them. A lot of times people will say, well, people are quitting on me. People are quitting. People are leaving. What did I do wrong? And I will tell you guys, for the most part, it's not what you did wrong. It is not what you did wrong. A lot of times people quit on themselves. All you can do is put yourself out there and ask if they need any help, if they, and if they leave, that's on them. You guys, if you guys looked at my back office, it'd look like a dang Christmas tree with all the reds and blacks and whatevers. So, yeah. But anyway, so yield. What are you producing? Now, this one, you guys, this is huge. Ownership. I'm not talking about owning your business. Ownership is not playing victim to your own life and owning your excuses. You guys put in the chat box some excuses that you yourself, I'm full of them. I'm tired. The kids. I have to cook dinner. I'm too busy. I'm not an introvert, but I put that on there. It's hard. If it is important to you, you will find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. I'm too busy. I can't do it. I can do it later. I'm busy. Work. I'm a secret agent. Caring for a sick spouse. Tired. My body hurts. Kids, grandkids, tired. We all have excuses. But it is when you push aside your excuses that you will find your success. You guys, I will tell you, when I first started doing this business, well, first I was still working full time, and I only started doing this business because I wanted to travel for cheap and I wanted the tax perks. And yeah, every once in a while I was going to book travel or two. But then, you guys, I was at home full time, and I found myself literally sitting on the couch watching TV, and eating. My husband would come home from work and I would be like, oh, you're home already? Like, I have done nothing. Laundry, no. Cooking, no. Grocery shopping, no. Tanya said that's hard. It's trying to be gracious to actual limitations that exist, but not allow them to be excuses. We all have limitations, and I get that. I'm not talking about limitations. I get it. We all have those limitations, but don't allow the limitations to become excuses. I have a headache, so I laid in bed all day. I'm sorry, guys. That's downright bullshit. I will call it till the day comes home. You guys, I have chronic migraines. Do you know how many times a day I sit at my computer working 12 hours a day with a migraine? You know why? Because I want to be successful. Don't allow your excuses to control your life. Right? Because yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, sometimes I would rather go do anything but sit at my computer and you know, do whatever I'm doing. You know, and don't get me wrong, at the same time, you guys need to have that time for you. Right? You need to take that time and watch a movie. You need to go on a date. My husband and I the other day, we had a conversation and he's like, I feel ignored. And I was like, all right, let me do something about that. Because sometimes my problem is I want success so bad that that's all I see. And I let nothing get in the way. So there's that fine balance too. Don't allow your excuses to get in the way. Because you guys, what ends up happening is you guys come to me and you say, I'm not successful, but then you've also been telling, when I say you guys, I'm not saying you personally, but in general, someone somewhere out there, I have to be very careful what I say, that there are people out there that they will, every excuse in the book, they will use it. And then they wonder why they're not successful because they've been living in excuses, right? Unity. Unity is your family. Your work family is the unity that I'm talking about, and it's working for the common good. Now you guys can look at these pictures and you can see that not all these people are going to be on Rise, or they're not all, you know, on World Explorers, Team First Class, Phoenix, whatnot. But the one thing that David McCovey has always told us is that we are family. Reach out to people and ask for help. We're all working together. We all want the same thing. We all want to be successful. And if you don't ask for help, then we don't know how to, if you don't tell us you're having a problem, then we can't help solve that problem. We can't help you become successful. This is where you come to get help. Okay. Because let me tell you, when you go to convention and you go to these boot camps and you go to these things, honestly, it's the best and most amazing thing I've ever seen. And I know Sadie is on here, and Sadie will absolutely 100% tell you that is the best experiences when you go to these things. I mean, Sadie knows. Sadie straight up quit one of her jobs. She was like, nope, all I want to do is be a travel agent and run my salon. And you know what, you guys, that's what she did. She quit the job that made her unhappy. And she focused more in on what made her happy. And you guys, that goes full circle to your why. Right? Homework. Who's excited about homework? Laura, if you don't ask the answer is no. Absolutely. My dad used to tell me all the time, every unasked question is always the answer no. Teamwork makes the dream work. Absolutely. All right, guys, homework. There are, let's see. Stop sharing.